Doris.
So there's another tool we didn't tell you about, bench scraper. These are easy to find.
I might be covering the microphone. Okay. Bench scraper, easy to find.
Bench scraper, easy to find. This is rice flour because rice flour doesn't have any gluten. Actually, you can use normal flour, so I shouldn't be using rice flour, but I am. So you do this to determine your cut line if you go and make your dough. Before I did this, we didn't videotape this, but basically take the bowl, turn it upside down, and just kind of wiggle it, and it'll eventually just plop out. So once you have your flour on here, you take the bench scraper. You just want to like cut the dough and separate it, and cut and separate, and cut and separate. And the goal is to do it on that line so you get minimal stickiness on there. So now you have these two halves. Get rid of this guy.
Is this after your stretch and folds?
Yes, this is after stretch and folds. So this is we're ready to shape our loaves. So this is an unfloured surface, unfloured hands. You can do wet hands and not. So basically we just need to get this away. You can see how sticky it is. It's sticking to the counter, but the bench scraper helps with that. So this one, we're gonna kind of like stretch it out, fold it over. And so what we're gonna do here is we'll create a little bit of tension and shape our loaf into a bowl, which is like little circles. We take this, turn it over. So now we just push it out, and then we're using the friction of the table to like kind of tighten it, so you can see it go up, then push it back, and it gets a little tighter here. You just keep doing that to get a nice little circle. So you're cutting under the bowl, around the bowl, and then scraping it back. And then you quickly kind of go up and under to get to release. Eventually, the moisture kind of leaves the outside, and you get this nice taut little side. You can see like this was a bigger bubble or a smaller bubble. Now it's stretched out because the top is tight. So now we're doing with this guy. Put him here. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. So we stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Stretch it out. And then we go stretch, 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 and stretch. What do we got on here? And kind of roll it. And then we have a little kind of a doughish shape. I don't know what you call that. And then do the same thing. Those are kind of sticking a little bit, but the more I do it, kind of the more the moisture leaves it, the drier it gets on the outside. And eventually, you see I'm not really sticking anymore. And you're just creating this nice little bowl. You can tell, even though these are the same size, that I'll put one next to the other. That's where that one started to relax a little bit. Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes. So you do what's called a 30-minute bench rest. And what's gonna happen here is the surface is gonna dry out a little bit. This is gonna relax. We're gonna shape it one more time, and then we're gonna dump it in our baskets.
And then you cover it while it's resting?
Nope.
No?
I used to, but it works much better if you don't.
Oh, yeah.
While it's bench resting, you can take this is rice flour. These are the bowls. They have this in here because it's simpler.
Or your bowl with a towel.
Bowl with. So I use
a lint-free towel.
The lint-free towel. So either these blue ones or the purple ones that we have. I think I normally use the purple ones.
Yes, the purple ones.
Purple ones.
The ones that we use for napkins.
So I use like a pretty generous amount in here. And then you just kind of shake it around to get into all the little nooks and crannies. And then you just dump whatever's extra in here. And then you the same thing here. And then you just do this while the bench rests so that when you're done, you can just plop your loaves in there. And then we use the 5-gallon bags in order to cover these. And they just go in the fridge overnight.
Tiny.
So now we've rested the dough. So now we need to do the final shaping and put it in a basket. So final shaping is we grab it and we flip over the sticky dough to the side first. We do the same thing we did before, which is stretch it over. Ugh. Stretch it over. Stretch it over. And then this one is going to be kind of like a rolled over. See, this side's a little less sticky. Let's do final shape, same thing. Twist, pull, get it tight. So this is going to be the top, and the top is going to go in first. So when we turn it over after we're done, it'll be the top will be the top again. So this is going to go bottom side up. So you see we're freshly floured. And we go like this. Flip it. And that's how it looks. So now this, we take a little extra flour. And then we do flour it up like this. And the whole point of this is so that if the bag touches it, it doesn't get sticky. All this will kind of go away in a little while. So this is rice flour, so it's not going to form gluten. It'll be done.
Put it in your bag.
So we take this.
5-gallon bag.
There's a 5-gallon bag. It's only used for compost. And we dump it in here.
Put it in there.
Fully seal it. You like half seal it. And this just goes in the fridge.
Voila!
Voila!